Hey guys, what's up? Xin0555 back with another top 10 video. As you can tell from the title, it's the top 10 videos of 2016, or my top 10. So these are my personal picks of the top 10 best games. Like ranked 10 as the 10th best and number 1 as the first best. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is just like kind of like an end of the year video. Kind of like, you know, I don't know, do something special. I don't normally do top 10s, but I got a bunch of games this year, so enough to do a top 10 list. So, yeah, and basically the way this video is going to work is I'm just going to go through the numbers, and you just show the trailer, and then I just talk over the trailer. And that's pretty much how it goes, you know, very simple, just 10 through 1, and that's pretty much it. And I thought I should, you know, show myself on camera. I don't know if I did that this year. No, I think I did. Yeah, I had to have. Yeah, I definitely did. But anyway, you get me on camera again, just this beginning part. But anyway, guys, this is my top 10 games for 2016. I hope you enjoy. I hope they're probably going to be unique. A lot of Vita games, a lot of Vita games this year. So that was cool. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I have no segue into this. So just sit back, enjoy the list, and have a great year, everybody, and hopefully 2017 is going to be better. 2017 is already going to be better. We get Gravity Rush 2, Tekken 7, maybe Persona 5 eventually, the new Nier game, 2017, beginning of 2017 is going to be Kingdom Hearts. Oh man, can't wait for next year. Anyway, guys, this is the list for this year. Let's get started. Alright, well, let's go. I have no segue. I'm just going to do a hard cut right here. Right into number 10. So, number 10, Final Fantasy 15. The 10-year-long wait for this game is finally over, and it's alright. It's pretty good. I was kind of debating on whether or not to put 15 on this list, mainly just because it came out just like a couple weeks ago, but I was still able to beat it, and I feel like I got a good understanding of it, and it's a really good game. It's a little rough around the edges, especially in like the story department, which I found kind of weird, but It's a solid experience. The combat's good. The game looks just beautiful. And, yeah, it's just a really cool Final Fantasy game. I like the Chocobo, like, they have Chocobo racing. Just the car's really cool. Noct and his friends. All great characters. I love the villain in this, too. I don't hear enough people talking about how pretty cool the villain is. And, yeah, it's just a really good game. A little weird, a little rough around the edges, but a solid game for 2016. Yeah, so Final Fantasy 15. If you haven't played it yet, I recommend it. I don't strongly recommend it, but I feel like this game should be on the list somewhere. So that's why I put it at number 10. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, but it's still a really good game. Yeah, other than that, it was just fun. I recommend it, you know? It's weird. I have a hard time, like, getting my mind around it, because it has weird, when I say it's rough around the edges, it has weird parts where it's rough, but, overall, I'd have to say it's a good experience. It's definitely worth the number 10 spot. So, yeah, anyway, it's a good game. If you haven't checked it out, I'd recommend it for you. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so number 9, Lego Marvel's Avengers. This is a game that I was actually really excited about. I got it for the Vita, the PS Vita. And the reason why I got this game instead of like other Marvel Lego games or even Lego games in general was this one finally had an open world for the Vita, and it's amazing. It is so much fun. I love superhero open world games. They're just really fun in general. And the fact that I get to play as like Iron Man and the Avengers and Spider-Man and Hulk, and they all like control differently in the city, it is so much fun. And I was expecting to like this game, but I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. And it was just really fun. It's a funny game. It's one of those games that's not hard. You could just like, as long as you're playing it, you'll beat it. You know, there's no real like difficulty gap or like difficulty curve that like prevents you from playing. It's just one of those really fun, sit out, chill, play a video game type games. Yeah, it's just really fun. All the Lego Avengers have their own special abilities and powers. And they're just fun. It's just a fun open world game, and I highly recommend it if you have a Vita. If you have a Vita, definitely get this game because it's super fun. Like it's a super fun, just sit down and just waste time type of game. That's why it's number 9 on this list. I just had a really good time playing it this year, and it's definitely worth a check out if you haven't checked it out already. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Lego Marvel's Avengers. It's a good game. All right, on to the next one. All right, so Fury or Fury, I bet a lot of you don't know about this game, but this game might be the most gamiest game that came out this year. And what I mean by that, it's basically all gameplay. It has very few, like it does have kind of cutscenes where it's just you're walking for a long time, but where this game shines is in the fast, super frenetic gameplay this game has. It is amazing. It's hard to explain, but like what you're seeing in the trailers, it's just like it's like a mixture of a bullet hell and a hack and slash, and it's just so good. Like it like each boss fight just sucks you in, and it's like it's that good level of challenge that it's hard, but it makes you want to keep playing, and it's just so fast paced, so just crazy. I love it. I love this game. Again, don't know how it's pronounced. It's either Fury or Fury. But this is a great game. If you haven't checked it out, it's on like PSN. I don't know if it's on Xbox, but and it looks like Afro Samurai, so it definitely gets a plus in my book. So anyway, guys, I highly recommend you try this game. It is really good, one of the best in 2016. So yeah, okay, guys, let's jump into number 7. Okay, number 7 is Naruto Storm 4 for PlayStation 4. And I was actually surprised at this game. I've played previous Storm games. I've played Naruto Storm 1 for the PlayStation 3, which, in my opinion, that's the best one. Basically, my feelings towards the Storm series is I think the first one's the best one, and I think the rest of the games are garbage. And then I played this one, and it's pretty good. I still don't like it as much as the first one, but it's definitely all the steps in the right direction. It has a huge roster of characters. Like, every Naruto character you can think of is in this game. They just have everybody. So the roster's great, and what I really liked about this game that they changed in like other games that I had a problem with Storm series is they made story mode just the fights and not a dumb town you have to walk around in. That made just playing story mode and getting all the characters super easy and super fun. And the story mode in this game, like the battles that you do are awesome. They have great cinematic cutscenes, just really fun fights. They have fights where you fight like almost like a Dynasty Warriors type area. And then they have like these giant fights and like there's quick time events in them. It is just a really well-paced story mode for the Naruto, and it covers just the war and the end of Naruto, So it has a really good, like, it's just a solid story mode. What really sold me on this game was its story mode. It's just really good. They have, like, cool fights where, like, you're fighting. There's one fight where you're fighting as two adult characters, and then, like, it flashes back in an instant in gameplay, mind you. It, like, flashes real quick, and then you're playing as those two characters as children in the same fight with, like, no loading time at all. It's actually really amazing. What they did with, like, the cinematic fight scenes in this game, really, really good. And that's why Storm 4 is at number 7. I had a really good time playing it this year. And it was just really good. It was a good way to end the Storm series, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's Naruto Storm 4, number 7. All right, let's jump into number 6. Okay, number 6 is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for PlayStation 4. Yeah, the Xenoverse game, I played Xenoverse 1, and it's great. And Xenoverse 2 is basically just more of the same, you know? You make your character, any race you want, you can customize them however you want, and you play through a story mode that is specific to your character, which is really fun. And you go through this Dragon Ball timeline, it's all messed up and distorted, and you go and try to put it back on track. And it's basically the same game. It's basically the first game just again. And honestly, I don't find a problem with that. The first game I had a lot of fun in, put a lot of hours in. And this game, same thing. I just had a lot of fun, put a lot of hours, did a lot of questing, did a lot of upgrading my character, you know. It's fun to see all the fan-made other, like, player characters running around the town. And the town got a major upgrade. It's like a hub world now, and it's just great. Oh, man, I love it. Just a really good step forward in what they made in Xenoverse 1. Graphics are a little bit better. They have some really good-looking cutscenes in the game. Combat's a little bit better. And it has, like, some extra modes, like these super boss fight modes. And the extreme parallel quests, those were really cool. And it just, again, it is a sequel that took the first game and just made it better. And it is so nice to see sequels doing that. Because when sequels come around, it's either they take what made the first game great and just made it better, or they take it in a completely different direction and ruin it. And this is a good sequel. I enjoyed it a lot, had a lot of fun making my new character. Oh, and if you played the first game, you can kind of transfer your original character over, which that is super cool. That's really fun to do. So, yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, time to go to number 5. Okay, I'm gonna be quick on this one. Ratchet & Clank for PlayStation 4 is amazing. It is an amazing game. And this is coming from someone who I personally don't like the original Ratchet & Clank on PlayStation 2. And I was a little hesitant to get this game. But after I saw some gameplay and, like, how the game looked, which it looks beautiful, by the way. This might be one of the best looking PS4 games to date. It looks beautiful. It plays great. And it honestly made me a really bigger fan of Ratchet & Clank. Again, I didn't really like the first one, but after playing this game, it made me want to go back, play the first one again, play the second one, play the third one, just catch up on all the Ratchet & Clank games. It is that good. And it just has a really fun story, really good levels, really fun gadgets, good platforming. Honestly, it's just nice to see a platformer come out, like a AAA platformer game come out. Also, Bella Thorne voices one of the characters. This game was specifically made for me. Like, it's a cartoony 3D platformer. They got Bella Thorne to voice it, and It's perfect. It's a perfect game. It is great. If you haven't played Ratchet and Clank for PlayStation 4, definitely go check it out. All right, let's move on to number 4. All right, number 4 is World of Final Fantasy. This game is really, really cool. I didn't know what I was expecting from the trailers I've seen and like pre-gameplay footage of it, but because I wasn't sure about like the stacking and like why you change your characters to chibi and why you change them to like adult. I really didn't get that aspect, but like after I played the game and like understood it, it's actually a really fun system. The way you like combine monsters to get like weird abilities, and it just has a really fun just basically battle system. It's turn-based. It has a cool story. And and I got the Vita version of this game. I don't have the PlayStation 4. And one of the problems I have with the Vita version, just in general, is the fact that you can't get English voices yet. If you like pre-order at GameStop, you got like the Japanese voice pack. And if you don't have that, there will be no voices in the Vita version of the game. And that's awful. Anyway, just note, if you get the Vita version, you might not be able to hear any voices. But I heard they're going to work on that in like a future patch. It hasn't, as of right now, of what I know, it has not come out yet. But just note, but the story's pretty cool. I like how you go through all the Final Fantasy worlds. Seeing all the characters as like chibi is really nice. I love the summons. The summons are amazing. And it's just a really good game. Like it's solid. If you just want to play like a nice old school type of like RPG where you just like, you know, walk around, see long cutscenes, turn-based battles, this is the game for you. And if you're a fan of the Final Fantasy worlds, or like just the universe of Final Fantasy, this is a really nice game to go revisit. It's really fun. I really liked it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so now we're up to the top 3. Now this list is going to start getting serious. Alright, let's go to number 3. Okay, number 3 is Dragon Quest Builders. I love this game. Oh my god, it is so good. Honestly, I don't like the whole Minecraft type games. Like, I was never big into Minecraft. I was never big into like any of those games. I believe they call them build 'em up nows, build 'em ups, which I like that term. But basically, it's a build 'em up game with just Dragon Quest themed, and it's awesome. I love fighting the monsters. I love building stuff. Just the way you have to build it, and like you get blueprints and like you build up your city. That is so cool. I love it. It is such a good game, and it just really made me like it. One problem that I had with like Minecraft was that it's kind of like very first person, and it looks like crap. But what I like about Dragon Quest Builders is you take control of a little character. You can either make it a guy or a girl. When you change your armor, it changes like their outfit, which I love. And you just, you get to see your little character. It's like an open world, very boxy, really, really good looking. And also, it's on the Vita, and I have the Vita version, so that's the version I've been playing. And it's so good. It's such a chill, relaxing game to play. If any of you have the chance to play it, I recommend getting it on the Vita because it's just a really fun game to have just on the go. And it doesn't take a lot of room on your like memory stick or memory card or micro SD card or whatever it's called, the overpriced Vita memory card. So it's just a really good game to have on your Vita. Yeah, I love it. I can't get enough of this game. So yeah, it's super solid. If you like Minecraft, or if you saw this game and were like kind of interested in it, I highly recommend picking it up. It's really good. So yeah, that's my number 3, Dragon Quest Builders. Great game. Go check it out. let's go to number 2. Okay, the second best game I've played in 2016 is Digimon Cyber Sleuth, or Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I love this game. Oh my god, it's so good. I got this game for both PlayStation 4 and Vita, and it's awesome. I love it. It's so good. If you don't know the little story behind like Digimon Cyber Sleuth, the Digimon fans, and I've like signed the petition too, really fought to get this game over here. The Digimon community, or at least the like American or European Digimon community, really made themselves vocal on getting this game localized, and I am so happy the efforts finally paid off. It is such a good game. It's basically kind of like Pokemon, but you kind of get a little bit more control over like your monsters, because like you get to digivolve them into like multiple branching pathways, and you get different Digimon, and then you could de-digivolve them and like go through other pathways. It's really fun. It's really great, and you can get really cool looking Digimon. You can get Omnimon. You can get like Wargreymon. I'm trying to think of my team. Laylamon. You can get everyone. You can get Leomon and have him die, because Leomon always has to die. Anyway, and the story's great. It has like this really kind of Persona-y type feel to it, and it's super good. It is such a great game. I recommend getting the PlayStation 4 version, mainly because like it plays a little bit better. But also the Vita version works great as well. And if you have both, cross-save is so good. It's so good. I love this game. I'm so happy it got localized. It's so good. It looks great, by the way. Like, just the character models and, like, the way the Digimon look and how accurate they look to the show. It's so good. I love Digimon, and I am so happy this game got localized. This is one of my most anticipated games of the year, and it paid off. I absolutely love Cyber Sleuth, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the new one. The Digimon, whatever, the newest game. Anyway, there's another Digimon game coming out. But anyway, that'll probably be for next year. So, that was my number 2, Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Let's get going to number 1. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. My number 1 game this year is One Piece Burning Blood for PlayStation 4. This game has probably eaten up most of my time out of all these other games, including like the 50 hours I put in Final Fantasy 15. Like, oh my god, it is so good. Okay, so it's basically, if you're not a fan of One Piece, it's based off the One Piece anime, and it's a fighting game, and it's a 3D arena fighting game. It's not like 2D like Street Fighter. It's more of like a Tekken, but if Tekken was more free roaming. Very similar like the Dissidia games or Power Stone, if you ever played those. But this game is so much fun. It's definitely not for everybody. If you're not a One Piece fan, or like a big One Piece fan, like you know all the characters and all their powers, you might have a difficult time with this game. But if you know One Piece, this game is amazing. It is so ridiculously fun to take this game online. And what I love about it is it takes account like every player's abilities. So like when a player has a Logian guard, when you start punching them, your punches go through them. Like if you're playing as Ace and someone punches you and you have your Logian guard on, the punches just go through Ace. Like wherever they hit him, he just turns to fire. It looks so cool. And like just the matchups in this game and like the attention to detail. Like for example, Sanji cannot harm women characters. So if someone's playing as a woman, and you're Sanji, you just throw hearts at them and like don't do any damage. And it's great, and it's like a huge disadvantage if you're a Sanji, but like the attention to detail is ridiculous. I love it. And there's so many other little things. Like this game, just in the combat alone, is just great. This is the game I had the most fun with in 2016. Story mode was kind of lame, you know? It only takes part over the war, the Great or whatever the war is called in One Piece, where they try to save Ace. It's good. It does a really good job. It tells the story from like 3 or 4 different perspectives, which is cool. But again, it's just a small arc in One Piece. The story mode's just kind of, you just play it, and after you beat it, you just jump straight into the online. And the online is where this game is at. It is so good, so much fun to play. Even though I like hated, like sometimes we play online, you just get like a bunch of just bullshit that shouldn't happen, but it's still just so much fun. I loved it so much, I got up to like an A2. That's like the highest rank I got, and just playing ranked matches online, and it was just so fun. I love this game. It might have been it is the best game I've played in 2016. I didn't expect to like it this much. I expected to like it, but definitely not as much as I did. It really took me by surprise. This is a really good game. If you're a One Piece fan and you like kind of like fighting games, I say definitely check it out. There's a really good game in here, and like just the game mechanics alone are just so much fun to play. So anyway, that kind of wraps up my video. There's like an end slitty type part, so yeah, let's jump into that. Alright guys, that was my number 1, One Piece Burning Blood, for PlayStation 4. Such a good game. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. So, that was the top 10 games of 2016, or at least my top 10 games of 2016, which should be your top 10, too, because my opinion should be right. Anyway, those were my top 10 games I had the most fun playing this year. Yeah, that's pretty much it. A nice, simple top 10. Just showed the trailers, so let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have any of the games that are on this list? Do you look interested? I recommend all 10 of them. So if you're wondering, is this game really good? It's on my list. It's good. I like it, at least. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I don't normally make top 10s, but someone asked me to make some more top 10s from the top 10 Sonic games I made, so I decided to make this real quick. So yeah, and I thought it'd be a good like end of the year, New Year video type deal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, DeviantArt, links in the description below. That is pretty much all there is to it. You could like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next year. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.